casters, the OG, the first casters for the Axie Guild Wars LAN tournament. It's me, your boy VMG, together with the one and only, making his debut on the English conference,
English
Danny
conference.
Meiji.
See? What's up, everyone? Now, you see me? Now you don't. So here we go with our Axie Classic. I know everyone has been waiting for this tournament, but bear with us because we have the best of the guilds and players for everyone.
Yeah! Daddy Meiji fluent English era, guys. So welcome to our viewers. First of all, apology. I think our stream is currently lagging, but
FPS.
later on it will be fixed. But now let's talk about the tournament. So I've been casting a few tournaments lately, and you can say that I've been getting better in the English conference. But here is our prize pool. How much is our prize pool, Daddy Meiji?
Okay, that's a very few prize pool for you. It's just 5k AXS. So if it's the tournament, it has been delayed. It's because we are really making sure that it's good, it's proper, and everything is going fine, so that everyone can enjoy the matches and also enjoy the prize that we have for them.
Yeah, look at that prize pool, guys. First placer will get 2,000 AXS. Second with 1,000. Third with 600. Fourth 400. Fifth to sixth places will get 300, and 7 to 8 will get 200 AXS. So you might be curious why this AXS prize pool is kind of high, because this is for the whole guild. So once a guild receives these prizes, it will be distributed throughout the guild leader, its members, and of course its professional players. So let's talk about the qualified guilds for the tournament. The tournament has started around 2 hours ago, guys, but we have scheduled the live stream for the semis. So we have 8 guilds that are present here. And what are the 8 guilds, Daddy Meiji?
8 guilds are actually the round 1 has already started. So if anyone is already has been waiting for their favorite guilds, unfortunately some of our guilds are already out of the bracket, but here are all the 8 guilds: ISA, Crit Theory, YGG Esports, Gasol Gaming Guild, Phantom Dynasty, Wolfgang Official, Blooms, Sapegato. Yeah, those are the guilds that are here in our tournament.
And there we go. Some new guilds have qualified. We are very familiar with most of these guilds, such as ISA, Crit Theory, YGG Esports, Phantom Dynasty, because they have participated on the LAN tournament Guild Wars on Quezon City. But our new guilds that have qualified are Gasol Gaming Guild and Blooms. Blooms currently is the most active and one of the deadliest guild on the leaderboards. But I think we should take a look at the brackets, because you're going to be surprised on what happened during the first round, guys. Do you have a copy of the bracket?
I'm very surprised with Gasol Gaming Guild, because I thought it was just a guild just for fun, because we know Gasol is a very fun streamer, but I did not expect that this guild has something to be to be remembered.
And here we go. Look at the upper bracket update, guys. So this first round conducted 2 hours ago. First matchup was between ISA and Crit Theory Gaming, and it ended with a 3-2 victory for ISA. ISA will be moving forward to the next bracket. But look at bracket number 2. Our defending champions, YGG, has been upset by Gasol Gaming Guild with a 3-2 victory. So YGG will be moving towards the lower brackets, but take note, these guys are the champions and they have experience and came back from the losers bracket from the first ever Guild Wars tournament. So I'm hoping to watch them later. But it's time to celebrate this first achievement from Gasol Gaming Guild, defeating the defending champions, and they will be facing ISA on the second bracket. So what happened on bracket number 3 and 4, Daddy Meiji?
Bracket 3 number 4, we have Phantom Dynasty and Wolfgang. Unfortunately for Phantom Dynasty, Wolfgang won this match, and also Bloom. So I think there are so many fans for this guild Blooms, because I have been playing Curse Coliseum, and I've been seeing a lot of Blooms guild members that are really active playing Curse Coliseum, and I'm really happy that Curse Coliseum is now one of the modes in Axie Infinity that really make the game fun. Not just
Yes.
the tournament, because this tournament, really, I just want to say one sentence for this tournament. This tournament is Santa Claus is coming to town.
And now I think we can view the current players, but for now we have the semi-finalists, ISA, and they will be facing against Blooms. ISA defeated Gasol Gaming Guild with a 3-0 sweep on the second round, while Blooms have moved forward, but my bracket hasn't updated yet, but they defeated Wolfgang. So I'm happy to see the debut of Blooms, and I was very curious on how they will perform on the Guild Wars, and currently they're finding success. So ISA versus Blooms will be fun to watch. So let's take a look at our players for our next matchup. And here's the lower bracket, Daddy. What are you seeing?
For lower bracket, CTG YGG proceeded. Why are you running? CTG and YGG. So Wolfgang is already waiting for the match of CTG versus YGG and Phantom Dynasty and SPG. I'm not sure with Phantom Dynasty, because this is the first time that I've seen this guild. But CTG and YGG, this is going to be intense, because we know CTG is one of the most competitive guild here in Axie Infinity. Just before, I think, before the main update of Axie Infinity Classic, CTG has already been winning some of the tournaments. So YGG, our previous champion, versus CTG, this is going to be intense. Phantom Dynasty versus SPG. I'm familiar with SPG, but let's see what the Phantom Dynasty can give to us for this for their matchup.
Yes, sir. CTG full of young players with huge potential. I remember their performance on the first Guild Wars. They played very great, but unfortunately they had a very limited Axie pool. So I think they finished around 4th place or 3rd place on the first Guild Wars. But now CTG versus YGG on the first round of the lower brackets is going to be bloody. This isn't an easy cakewalk for YGG. And CTG, of course, they will be facing the current champions.
Mhm.
So I think we could take a look at our player list, because the next matchup that we will be casting, or the first matchup that we will be casting, is going to be between ISA versus Bloom. So here are our 3 representatives from ISA. David 947, one of the mostly skilled Axie players. Lester, a top 1 player, and of course Thunderstruck.
I'm really a big fan of Thunderstruck, because it's not just his IQ that's very high, also his height.
Also a great mentor and coach as well. Lester, one of the busiest or most experienced when it comes to grinding. And of course, David 947. No one can forget about David. But let's take a look at their opponents from Blooms. Here are 3 players, Daddy Meiji. Introduce
So
them.
for Blooms, we have 666, a very devil number. We have Asiam and OBQT. So I'm guessing
1 player. He played and got to the first runner-up on the tournament from Tribal League 2 days ago. So we can say that Asiam has been gaining all that experience lately, and he is tournament ready. Let's see how he will match up against ISA. But for now, we can talk about our tournament details or rules. So I'm gonna let Daddy Meiji explain the tournament format, guys. Let's go.
For tournament details, so we have this is a 2-day event. Top 16 players shall be determined during the first day. So this is an open Axie pool, a single elimination bracket, a best of 3 matches, semifinals, and battle for third are best of 5. And finals is best of 7, so we're going to be up until the sun
Yes,
rises.
sir. So basically, the rules of Axie Classic Guild Wars, guys, is it is a best of 5. So whoever wins the first 3 matches wins. But the twist on the tournament format is once a player from a guild wins, is the next slot will be given to his teammates. So if a player from a guild loses, their team will decide if he gets to play again for the second match or another player will take his spot. So basically, once you win, you're done for the series, and first three players to win from a guild will claim the series. Very basic.
Question is, are they allowed to use the what do you call it? Is it a charm? I forgot. The one that you can turn
Artifact, I think yes, artifacts are allowed, but I'm not sure or if there's a level cap
yeah,
for
level cap.
artifacts.
Because
But it's going to be interesting.
that will be very will have a very big difference if you have a lower artifact, because the round or the turns whenever you use the artifact will really affect your card rotations.
Yeah, and from the previous season championship, we saw the first ever artifact outplay from a tournament. One of the players used his aqua artifact and he turned his plant into an aqua so that his opponent won't be able to get a risky fish attack up from that plant. One of the big brain plays I've seen so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing more artifact outplays. So let's talk to the chat. Shoutouts to our 94 viewers. Road to 100. Good evening, guys. 1 hour away from passing midnight. So I hope you grabbed your coffee because Daddy Meiji has grabbed around 2 coffees already, I think.
Actually, I'm already preparing to migrate in US because this is already the start of the of my journey to US. So we will start with our body clock. We need to change our body clock from Philippine time to US time.
But we have some updates from our bracket. So bad news to CTG fans because Crit Theory Gaming has been eliminated by YGG on the first round of the losers bracket with a 3-1 score. So YGG Esports will be facing against Wolfgang Official for the round 2 of the losers bracket. For Phantom Dynasty and Sapegato, they're still alive and their matches are currently ongoing. And Gasol Gaming Guild is waiting for the winner of that bracket, and they'll be facing on the second round of the lower brackets.
Cool, because is Gasul one of the players here in GGG?
I'm curious, but I would love to see Gasol, but I think he has some scholars, very skilled scholars.
Because I've been watching his stream, Axie stream. Actually, he streams during midnight, so it's a bit weird for Filipino audiences. But I think Gasol is also migrating to US already, changing his body clock. So
He
yeah,
will be he'll be also changing his name to Gas or LPG.
LPG.
He moves to US. So let's talk about the Axie Classic Guild Wars. Our champion from the first one was YGG. They were able to beat ISA twice since the advantage for the upper bracket during that time is twice to beat. And ISA was able to eliminate YGG from the upper bracket, so they won the first matchup. YGG climbed through the lower brackets. They faced ISA again, and they were able to beat them twice on that final. So it's very interesting to see that rematch happen if ever both guilds finds their win today. But some of the underrated guilds, such as CTG, has performed well. So it's very sad to see that they have been eliminated this early from the tournament. I think it's just a bad matchup for CTG because they first faced ISA on the upper brackets, and once they lost, they faced against YGG on the lower bracket. So that was a bad matchup for CTG.
Actually, I just noticed that 2,000 AXS is equivalent to almost ₱1,000,000. So yeah, these players, these guilds are really prepared. I think for this one, they take their time to choose their axis wisely, the artifact. They plan each players which one to play first and the last one. So that's why I've been expecting a lot or more than time or extended time for these matches because of the prize pool.
And here we go. Here are our first matchup. Thunderstruck will be facing against Ashium. ISA versus Blooms. Let's talk about the bans. What are you seeing, Daddy Meiji?
Uh, Bands are the red ones, right?
Yeah, they
Oh.
banned a mech, a plant, a
Mhm.
godbug, and a spiky dull grip aqua.
Actually, one of the overpowered Axie now is the Dull Grip with Spiky, because it can really eliminate with a 4 card combo when you already applied Fragile ahead, whatever Axie is in the front. So that's why I think they banned. They are afraid of having this kind of Axie in the backline that is very hard to counter. So instead of fighting it head to head, they just ban it and then maybe use some Dawn here. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
Dawn will be interesting. But I'm seeing a very old Axie, Daddy Meiji. How are you seeing the Disablosaurus?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look at the
It's
Disablosaurus from Blooms. I think this is a big brain pick of an Axie because it has a chance to go toe to toe with any backline as long as it has the right resources.
so,
But
have you seen anyone using this Ablosaur in this tournament yet?
not yet. This might be
Um,
the first time, so very interesting. But for the side of ISA, they have brought out the most balanced composition, which are the lunges. So Blooms chose to ban the spiky wing koi aquas. They don't want to deal with the spiky wings and the midline tail slap as well. So they want to deal against those dusks and reptiles, and they don't want anything to do with the aquas.
already banned the mech here because they have the lunges vault here, I think.
Yeah,
All kinds of
they're trying, they're countering each other. ISA banning the mech and the spiky wing dull grip and the god
Mhm.
bug, trying to eliminate the bruiser types of axes that can destroy their dust and reptile. While for the side of blooms, they just ban the aquas. They want to deal with the dusks. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup because I'm seeing the god reptile and it looks like trouble, that emoji. Unless it's facing a bird because it doesn't have tiny catapult.
I'm sure that Thunderstruck's Axipool has a slight advantage compared to Asiam, to be honest, because if you see the remaining axes for Thunderstruck who are not yet banned yet, he has all kinds of lunges that he can combine with. Compared to this one, they're a bit squishy unless they use this. Is this a vegan diet plant?
Yes,
The vegan
triple
diet plant.
triple vegan diet.
Yeah. So I think they're not gonna be that much of a value for making a team fighting Thunderstruck's Vault, because the lunges, they are all dusk, and vegan diet is not really that having a value for this lineup.
Yes, sir. And also I think one of the advantages for having scaly lunges is it is very straightforward to play.
Mhm.
So even though you
Yeah.
play up until midnight, up
Mhm.
until morning, you can still retain high level gameplay because you just need to make the best play possible for every round compared to playing a teal shell dawn that requires timing, math, and everything, and it takes a whole lot of skill level to be consistent with. So when talking about consistency, scaly lunges are one of the best picks for tournament. Let's see if ISA finds success on this first matchup.
Um, ACM here, I think he's gonna go for speed team here because speed up team here because if he's going to use a plant, that's not gonna be that much of a value. So if he's going to use this squishy like birds, aquas, or dons, I think he can juggle the damages from the lunges, since he's gonna be always the first one um, to hit the axis of Thunderstruck, like for the egg bomb outplay, juggle the damages until he has all the cards that he has. Because
Yeah.
if going to use the slower axis here, it's like the plants here, I think it's gonna be so hard for him to bounce back whenever the lunges has like spiky wings, um, lunges here combo. So it's gonna be hard for this lineup here that Ashan has.
Yes, sir. I think a viable pick for Asiam is to play the Machine Gun Bird or the Machine Gun Dawn, since it has the ability to juggle damage while also having the chance to like rush Thunderstruck here. But who knows, we might see the Spiky Wing Egg Bomb on play as well.
Yeah.
I think Spiky Wing will work because it's facing a Triple Dusk or a backline God Reptile. Very interesting.
Well, he still has the Teal Shell and Pumpkin there with the Cottontail. So that's gonna be a really hard to kill midline. But if Thunderstruck has, managed his cards very well, then he's gonna have a hard time passing to his midline too.
Yeah. Thunderstruck also has a Why So Serious Dusk here, so that looks like trouble for the side of Asham. So there's a
How many
threat
bans in totals, by the way? How many bans? 5?
of, I think, 4 bans.
4 bans.
Total. And what's best about the drafting tool lately is they remove the protection of Axie. So it makes the drafting more interesting.
Oh, that's nice.
Here we go. Asham from Blooms versus Thunderstruck from ISA. Whoever wins will be done for the series. First 3 members to win are the winner of the series. So let's go, guys. Let's see their lineup in a bit.
Are they aware of each other's Axie pool ahead of time?
Not sure.
So, because it's gonna be really a big information for them if they have an advance.
Also, I have an update on the brackets, guys. Sad news for the fans of Phantom Dynasty. Phantom Dynasty will fall down against Sapegato. Sapegato wins 3-2. So Sapegato will be facing Gasol Gaming Guild, while YGG will be facing Wolfgang Official on the lower brackets. And whoever wins this current series right here will be one of our finalists. So grand finals is secured for the winner of this matchup. Will it be Blooms or ISA? Leave your comment down below.
To those who support their favorite guilds and they win, you wait for Lechon.
Yes.
Because it's gonna be a really, really, really big prize pool for this tournament. It's a 2,000 AXS for the champion, and you know what it means. It's Christmas time.
I think this is a very good matchup for our first game of the series because Asham and Thunderstruck have been very active lately.
Yep.
So many tournament experiences for both, and both have share of accolades. So looking forward to this first matchup. I think whoever wins this first match will have a tremendous momentum, but it's not a solo tournament. It's a guild tournament, guys, so you have to trust your teammates as well. So let's see. I want to take
Thunderstruck has been consistent playing in any tournaments here in Axie, but Asham has already proven himself that he can be also a king, crown king yan. He's already a crown king. So Asham here versus Thunderstruck, this is a really interesting and exciting matchup. Let's see what I'm very excited of what Asham will use to fight Thunderstruck lunges.
Same. Because we all knew Thunderstruck is one of my idols, an OG, one of the best players. Possibly top 5.
He casted his championship before, right?
Yes, but Asham has been getting a lot of achievements lately, being able to win the championship for a season while also claiming the top 1 rank. So that's a double achievement for Asham. That makes him super deadly for Thunder. Let's go.
He's a triple-double man. Already been champion for so many times. But Thunderstruck here is a very creative guy. I've seen some of his matches, especially in tournaments. The outplayed potential for these two guys are really on par. So let's see. Because I think skill-wise, they're just on par with each other. But card draws is really one of the things here in Axie Infinity that will throw you off. Whatever you plan, but if the card draws is not really going on your side, so yeah, that will matter on your match here.
Yes. So we can say that we can assume that most players have equal skills, but it also depends on their drafting,
Mhm.
their team choice, and especially the Axie gods themselves, the
Yeah.
RNGs, because RNGs are game changers.
And this is Axie Classic. So we can expect some random crits, random card draws, unexpected card draws to make this match more interesting, more fun. And also to those Axie players who have been asking me that if there's still an Axie Classic, is there Axie Classic or can I download Axie? Guys, tournament has been ongoing since like what 2 years for Axie Classic, 3 years. They don't stop making this kind of tournament, so you just play, practice, be updated on any kinds of card changes here, especially the damages, the effects. So the artifact is one of the newest updates here in Axie Infinity. So if you want to go back and play Axie Infinity, make sure to be updated first before you go on playing this kind of game.
Yes, agree. For those, let's say, old players of Axie and are still looking for some play to earn games, Axie is still alive, guys, but
Mhm.
on a different formula or format. Because before you just need to play adventure, win 5 games on arena, but now this is a skill based game, and like we can all say that they have been focusing more on the esport aspect because this is a really good esport game. So if you want to earn while playing Axie, is you need to practice or even play. Hey, what happened?
Ooh, what happened?
Hey, did Thunder
Hey,
go for a substitution? you, you know Marvel versus Capcom, Daddy, the sub.
Thunder become lightning. What happened? So did they change their mind that Leicester will be the first one to fight Asham, or
Possibly, I
are
think
they
that's
allowed
part
to
of the
do that
rule.
anyways? To change
Let
players? Like,
Let's wait for an update, but I think since it happened, maybe it is.
or maybe Thunderstruck just pick the Axie that they will choose, but
Yeah.
Leicester will really play the game, the first game for their guild.
So Leicester versus Asham is a good play. I bet both of these players have matchup against each other on their leaderboard runs,
Mm.
since both of them are very active on playing arena.
Mhm.
So they know a lot about each other. But I'm just looking forward to see their lineup choice. Is that even allowed? The fuck is going on from Daiki? Don't worry, Daiki. We're confirming it. But if it happens, maybe it's allowed. Why did he sub? He's
maybe
looking
maybe maybe Thunderstruck just pick the Axie for Leicester, and maybe they're it's a guild
possible.
war. It's a guild war, so I think knowledge for all the members who are playing are really matter, and you will have a slight advantage if you really work together,
Yeah.
choosing your axes and
May-
fighting too.
Maybe the coach or the drafter is Asham and Thunderstruck, and Asham chose to play first while
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thunderstruck, after drafting,
Exactly.
they're on the same Discord channel with
Mhm.
David and Lester. So maybe the three of them talked and decided that Lester
Mhm.
should go first.
Yep.
So this is also part of the strategy, guys.
Yeah. It's
Again,
like hiding some ace up your sleeves.
yup. And take note, guys, first 3 members to win claims the series. So for example, if Lester wins this one, only Thunder and David are left to play for the side of ISA. Same goes if Asham wins, only 666 and OBQT are left. So anything can happen in these kinds of tournament. From the first tournament me and Daddy Meiji casted, we saw a a 0-2 comeback. So
Yep.
there was one player left and he got beaten 3 times due to unlucky RNGs. So it happens and we are ready for something. So here's the update, guys. Captains are the one doing the banning and they decide which player will play after the banning. So understood. So whoever we see on the camera first is most
Yep.
likely the captain, and it is not confirmed if he is also the first player. So the confirmed player at the moment is Asham versus Leicester.
So it's like whatever esports that you've been watching. We have a coach, we have players, so they work together to choose what Axie to use or what strategy to play against a certain player. So since they don't know who to play first. So maybe Thunderstruck decided to, yeah, let's test the water with with Lester's
Lester,
team.
yeah. It can also be kind of a bait play. We call
Yeah,
this pinain si Lester, or Lester is currently the bait.
yeah,
Just trying to test out what's the lineup choice for Blooms,
exactly.
and once Thunder or David downloads the info, they could play around it. Same with Blooms. Once they see what Lester is playing, they can also play around it. But based on my experience, whenever I see Lester play, he is very good with the lunges, specifically the God Reptile lunge. So let's see if he finds success in this matchup. Again, whoever wins will move towards the finals, and we're just waiting for the watch button, guys. So just chill,
You're with
relax,
us.
and we will find it.
I know you've been waiting for the first match of the night, but please, here we go!
Here we go!
Yeah, finally. So for the round one, oh, it's
Hey,
a bit
what's that graphic?
it's a bit laggy.
So here we go. Blooms playing the Dawn and the double plant, while ISA plays the God Reptile. Very aggressive first round from Blooms. Goes for the Hair Dagger, Insectivore, and the Vegan Diet.
He valued his hair dagger there because the draw card is really matters here. So I think he went for vegan diet, not to lifesteal, maybe just for shield because it has like a 75 shield, I think. Or
Yup, and
60
here
shields.
comes
Oh, the brick
Lester's
wall.
turn. Goes for his Scarab and a Luna Absorb, playing it slowly, taking his time. But
Yeah.
Asham here is just super aggressive. Goes for a brick wall and a Scarab of his own. Gets double Cottontail value on his.
Oh, the egg bomb. I like it because the buzzing wind is one of the
Oh my
biggest
God.
one. It's a bit laggy and very. Please bear with us.
Yeah, bear with us, guys. Don't worry, we are reporting it non-stop. So first winner will be Asham. Asham is done for the series, so it is left to 666 and OBQT to try and close this down.
To have a buzzing wind with full damage cards. So he took his time, but unfortunately, the buzzing wind went to the Dawn, the mouth card of the God Reptile. So if you went to shield up like using Bulwark, so you're not gonna kill the plant right away. And also the egg bomb, also one of the threats there. So aside from having two very sturdy plants left to have, so to fight with, I think it is the screen
Nawala tayo
okay.
sa live. Parang nawala tayo sa live.
Yeah,
Are we live?
yeah,
We're
that's
still
what.
live.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because Twitch showed like an error to my screen.
Don't
So
worry,
we're still
guys. We're getting it fixed. But it was only the first match, and good thing that the first match was very one-sided, so there wasn't that much to analyze. But hopefully, we can get the frame rate back up. And also, we'll be requesting for the removal of the borders so you could see the full cards on the screen. So don't worry, guys. We're fixing it. But look at Danny Meiji. He's inside an office.
Look at my hair. You know hair?
Hair dagger? Is that the hair dagger?
When you use it, you get a card draw. 10 times. 10 times. So yeah, unfortunately, the first match is a bit laggy, but I think the highlight of the game was the egg bomb for me because the buzzing wind really matters there when you're fighting two plants. You need to make sure that whatever shields they have, your cards will not be thrown away to just having like bumping into like 200 or 300 shields, especially they have a vegan diet mouth card.
Yes, that was a good lineup pick for Blooms, trying to keep it simple, a Dawn double plant, and it was a very dominant win as well. So first winner was Asham, guys. So two players left for the side of Bloom. 666 and OBQT will be trying to close this one out. For the side of ISA, Lester can still play, but it's the choice of the captain on whoever gets to play. the second match. Usually, the best, if you lose 0-1, the best player will play the second match just to regain momentum, but it all still all depends on the captain.
So the captain for Blooms is Asiam, while on ISA is Thunderstruck. So to those who just came in our stream, Thunderstruck decided to let Leicester play on their first match, and they used the Lunges team, while on the other guild, Asiam played first for Blooms. So Asiam got the first win for their guild, and he cannot play anymore. What's left for their guild are, I forgot the names of them. So anyway, so I think Thunderstruck will really need to step up, because Lunges are checked. I believe it's checked with their egg bomb double plant. So they have to make sure that they have a different approach for their guild here, because if they don't have any plans for that Dawn double plant, they're gonna have a hard time beating that lineup.
And here we go. Possible player twos of the match might be 666 for Blooms, and I'm guessing Leicester will try to look for a second chance to get a win. But then again, always remember the tournament rules, guys. All three players needs to win. So if ever Leicester loses this once again, the final player still needs to win. So it's just a matter of solo play and team play combined together. Very interesting, but let's see if there will be any lineup changes for the side of ISA, or because I think they can still retain the Lunges, but they just had a very unlucky game number 1.
So Leicester decided to play, or Thunderstruck decided to let Leicester play again for the second time, and 666 for Blooms. So I think, what do you think will 666 use here? Because I believe they will still use the Dawn, because it's very effective fighting those Lunges from Thunderstruck's guild.
I think the Dawn will be very effective because, first of all, the God Reptile doesn't have a tiny catapult. It has a lunge. Second is, it is hard to find Kotaro value if you're facing a double plant setup.
Mhm.
So, and once you get a win with a certain lineup, you could just use that lineup once again, because there isn't much threat for the double plant Dawn.
Also, they can still use the same team, right?
Yep.
So those Axies, oh my god, the vegan diet, the shields. That's why when when Axiang felt that, oh, he's going to throw me some buzzing winds here. So that's the perfect timing for the egg bomb. And yep, unfortunately, the damage from Leicester earlier was not enough, taking down those plants who got like 200 shields with Cottontail, draw cards, and gain energy. What more can you ask for?
Yes, and also the fragile from the spiky wing was absorbed from the aroma of the Dawn. That was just a perfect draw for the side of Asham. And I think Asham is sitting pretty right now, relaxing, knowing that his time is up, and all he needs to do is, since he's the captain, is to guide his teammates. And here we go, game number 2. Another double hair dagger for round number 1.
I think the Axie guns are with Bloom squad side, unfortunately, because a double dagger. Here comes the first egg bomb. This is what I was talking about. The first card draw here from Bloom squad side, really giving them value and advantage, because if you can see, the egg bomb is already here. So whenever he feels that, oh,
That is looking healthy.
how can you break these shields? Look at that! Just two shield, two cards here who has like 75 and 110 shields. All those cards were like nothing happened. No.
Here's the egg bomb, goes for the clean kill. Tri-Feather will clean up the front. And look at that, 2 double card from that plant.
Oh.
Here comes a Goda, successfully eliminates. Oh, never mind, it has an aroma. Oh!
And again,
666.
still
666 finding every value there is to find.
4 energy left, 3 energies for I think it's gonna be 5 and 6. So I think he still have his second egg bomb here. And the plant, oh my god, this is going to be hard for Leicester here because of the dot. Oh, let's see. The shield.
Loving
All
the
right, all
zero
right.
cost.
He's still not gonna use his egg bomb, I think.
Ay! My
Oh,
God.
because he only has 2 energies. Oh, I think this is gonna be the end for this matchup because he can just skip and like wait. That's what I was talking about. That if they don't have something to check from Bloom Squad's Dawn, they're gonna have a hard time because of the egg bomb. The hair dagger for draw card, the egg bomb for absorbing some of the damage. Also the buzzing wind, the pumpkin, the cottontail to draw another card, and also to brick wall. Adding the shield with vegan diet, it's really hard for Lunge's composition to fight with this kind of lineup from Bloom Squad.
Yes, it's very hard having a tanky front, having an aroma threat from the egg bomb, and I think it's looking good in terms of card draw for the side of Blooms as well. Getting a hair dagger as early as
Double
the
hair
first
dagger
round,
from round 1.
being aggressive, drawing those cards. It's just a momentum starter once you get that hair dagger going at the early rounds. While for the side of ISA, they are having trouble finding value on their front line because their front line barely draws any card. He played a double lunge on the second round for his front dusk, but the bad news is the front plant of 666 was able to generate more than 200 shields just by playing a vegan diet pumpkin and a cottontail. So that was a
Kudos
very hard.
to 666 because he predicted that round Leicester will attack already. Because if you misuse those that shield that he had, it's gonna be like a game turner for Leicester. Because if he only passes that round, he might have enough cards and energy to like demolish those 2 plants on that matchup.
Yes, sir. So Blooms is now down to the final player, OBQT. If OBQT manages to get a win, they will move forward to the grand finals. And this is looking bad for the side of ISA. They need to get their first win. It's a do or die scenario for them. And the question is, will they still let Leicester play that third
The
match?
Thunderstruck play.
Or is it time for Thunder or David to take on his place and try to just spark a momentum?
Mm-hmm. So to those who just came in, this is the semi-finals for upper bracket. So whoever wins this match will proceed to the final, and the one who loses this round will go to the losers bracket.
Yes. So whoever loses this match will go to the, I think, final round of the losers bracket. And at the lower brackets, we still have 4 teams that are alive: YGG, Wolfgang, Sapegato, and Gasol Gaming Guild. So any of those 4 teams will get a chance to face against the losing guild for this series right here. So very exciting to find out who our first finalist is. But so far, it's looking good for Blooms.
Yeah. So for losers bracket by the way, just want to update that YGG Esports is gonna play against Wolfgang Official, and SPG or Sapegato is gonna play with Gasul Gaming Guild. So this is one of the matches that we are also expecting to be intense too, because they are very active playing Axie Classic right now. And yep, if you're already excited who's gonna win for our next match between ISA and Blooms, I think losers bracket will also be very intense and exciting to watch too.
Yeah, the deadly. I think all of the guilds are deadly, but the reigning champion is at the lower bracket, guys, which is YGG.
Yeah.
Let's see if they try to make a comeback against ISA, but there's still a long way to go. Will ISA try to adjust their team, or will they still play the God Reptile? Because to be honest, it's really not looking good. I think they need to play a Spiky Wing.
Oh, by the way, I didn't notice. Did they use any artifact for these matches, or Did
I
you
don't
notice?
know artifact. I think they're playing
Artifact.
counter artifact for each other. So if ever one uses an artifact, the other team could just counter it.
I didn't notice because of the lag. If they
Yeah,
use
same. First match, ISA used a spike queuing. Second match, I think they did not use the spike queuing, but I think the spike queuing is a necessity if they want to get over those double plant. But then again, they need to find timing on that aroma.
the shield, the aroma, those are the things that they have to watch out for, because those are the cards that really throw Leicester twice already from Asiam and 666. So let's see if Thunderstruck is gonna play for his guild already, and let's see if he has any plans to counter this egg bomb and high shield or brick wall for this from Bloom squad.
Interesting. Let's go. Shout out to the chats.
Yep,
Don't
yep,
worry, guys. I think we will go for a reconnect or a restart. So
Mhm.
hopefully, before we reach the lower brackets, we will have a normal and smooth stream for your best viewing experience. Don't worry, guys. Our moderator's fixing it.
Yeah, they're doing all that they can so that you will have a very smooth. But yeah, for now, just bear with us. If not,
Let's
if
go.
you
Let's
don't,
go. That that machine gun Dawn is very strong. And here we go, Thunderstruck, the captain of ISA.
Thunderstruck, my boy.
They will try to get ISA their first win, and hopefully will try to push for a game number 5. And here is the final player of Bloom's, Obi. Obi just needs to win one. Doesn't matter if it is against Leicester, Thunder, or David. He just needs to win one to close this series out. And I bet they're still going to use the same
Whoa,
lineup.
and here we go.
Oh, I love this lineup from Thunder, replacing the God Reptile with a spiky wing bust. But look at those 300
shields. Oh my god.
good pass for the side of Thunderstruck right here.
But the steel is also throwing him off. But yep.
And there we go, 4 energies for Thunderstruck. Will he try to be an aggressor this time? Oh, I think he was expecting an egg bomb, so
yeah,
he displays a double Cottontail trying to get shields and energy.
And look at the card from front plant. Look at that card.
Well played from both players.
Because if it last stands, that's gonna be a big problem for Thunderstruck. Yeah, fortunately the damage goes through the midline plant of Bloom squad. So yeah, it's gonna expect. Yeah, this is an egg bomb around. Yep. Is it gonna be enough?
It's time for a 4 damage card turn.
Yep. I
For
think
the side
so.
of... But if it does go for the 4 damage card, which is display,
Wise decision. It's gonna
gets
be
the
enough.
kill, but
Yep.
he's going to have double spiking here.
Oh, this is a different
Another
Don't redraw the buzzing beam. Don't redraw the buzzing beam.
And here we go, triple damage cards. Thunderstruck goes for the brick wall. Obi will try to deal the damage of his own, but Thunderstruck's Dusk looking healthy right here, and he will give ISA their first win, forcing game number 4. Let's go, Thunder. Well played.
The brick wall from front plant really gave him the edge, slight edge for winning here, because I think he didn't mind being stolen from Night Steel card for from Bloom squad, because what he thought was, yep, okay, you can steal my energy, but what I need here is cards. So I need to have enough cards to eliminate your front and midline for 2 consecutive rounds. That's what he was thinking maybe, and then like get back some of the energies from Blooms too, because he also has his Night Steel of his own.
Very good gameplay from Thunderstruck, but I would like to start with the adjustment. I said that the spike queuing would be very useful on that matchup, and he replaced the God Reptile with a spike queuing, which is the perfect adjustment and he just played it perfectly. Very patient, dealing damage as early as the first round, passing for 2 rounds, and just closing out the game. Well played to Thunder, but now it is now down to David and Lester to try and beat Obi to go for the reverse sweep. And take note, Obi just needs to win one, and that match was kind of close, so anything can happen.
Thunderstruck just showed his guildmate. This is how you played our team, okay? This is how you played how you play our lineup. Don't be too aggressive early rounds, because if you use your cards against a very high shielded uh, plant from Bloom Squad, it will be just be thrown away and do nothing for your game. So I think Thunderstruck there really showed how you play your lunges team very well at its peak. I think that's the best way to use lunges in against this Dawn double plant from Bloom Squad.
Well said, well said. That's how the captain
Mhm.
showing his values, trying to motivate his teammates, and down to one, it is still looking good for ISA because we all know Lester and David are good players. But then again, talking about the lineup, every game is winnable for the side of Obi. That Dawn and that double plant has proven itself that it is a very strong composition as it went on to go 2-0 against the lunges of ISA. So game number 4 will be exciting, guys. What are your predictions? Do comment it down below. Let's
To be
go.
honest, I was expecting that it's gonna be a demolition team for Bloom Squad, because the Dawn really hard to counter because of the egg bomb, the card draw. But Thunderstruck proved me wrong. You know?
And here we go. The
Oh
next
my God, here.
player for ISA will be David. Will
Mhm.
David force the game number 5 or will Obi close this one out? This is one of the most important games probably on this matchup because if David forces game number 5, Obi will be entering the final game of the series with out the momentum.
Mhm.
ISA might steal the momentum right here if they manage to force the series. So this is OP's best chance of closing it out. Let's see if David pilots the same lineup with what Thunderstruck used.
Actually, if David wins this one, it's gonna be like momentum versus perseverance from Bloom Squad, because they are both really skilled players. But you know, who's gonna win? The momentum from ISA or the perseverance of Obi to win, because he's the only one. He's the only one left for his guild to win this last match.
Yes, sir. And take note, guys, even though Obi is a new face or new name from our perspective, they managed to beat Sapegato 3-2 and Wolfgang 3-1. So it just proves that Obi has been winning as well. That's why their guild has progressed through the semis because he is a very skilled player too. But this is going to be a fun matchup. Obi versus David.
To those who just came in our stream, this is the mechanics of our tournament. So everyone in their guild should win, so that they can proceed to our next round. So Obi is the only one left for his guild who's not who doesn't win for this round, and David is the third third player. So David really need to or Lester, right? David or
Uh
Lester.
yeah, David is a second player so far
Mhm.
because Leicester hasn't won
Mhm.
a matchup. So Leicester and David still needs to win for ISA to claim it.
So if David wins this one, Lester and Obi is gonna face each other on the next match, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yes, let's see what lineup will they use, and if they will still use the same lineup. Let's see how they play this team that we already saw from Thunderstruck and who was that, Obi from our previous match.
Let's go, let's go. Vamos, David from Ratzinger.
Yeah.
Vamos, David! I'm pretty hyped to see David in action. I've been following his lineups and gameplay for a few years now, and this might be the first time I'm gonna cast. I'm not sure, but yeah, David versus Obi is going to be a fun
Someone chat
matchup.
Someone sent a message. Meiji sucking the connection through his airline. I think my
Hey,
airline is a
don't
bit
blame.
high resolution. High resolution. So, are you happy now?
Hey,
What
What's
happened?
happening? Why is it a 1v1? And
What happened? Oh my god, the 4 energy versus.
oh my god, did we miss
Oh my
the
God.
game? This is so anticlimactic,
Oh
bro.
my god.
This is a
Bloom
sure
squad.
win for Obi.
Bloom
Hey,
squad.
why is this plant still drawing cards? If you hear that. Wait, the plant is still alive. The hell
What?
happened here?
What? Oh my god, the swag! The swag! The swag! Oh my god, Obi. Why? Why did you do that? Why
And
did you
just
do
like
that?
that, Obi will be closing out the series.
My
Kind of anticlimactic, but guys, but don't worry for ISA fans right there. ISA is still alive and they will be present on the final round of the lower bracket. And congratulations to Blooms, proving why they are dominant, advances to the grand finals, and they will just be waiting for their final opponent from there. Well played, Blooms.
Mhm. So if you're going to check the history of Blooms here, Blooms got 3-2 from SPG for in round 1. In round 2, they got 3-1, a more dominant game from Wolfgang official, and now we have 3-1, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
a 3-1.
congratulations.
Too bad we weren't able to see how that match went, but it looked pretty dominant for the side of Obi. I think it was still a 2v1. His plant was still alive, while David doesn't have any energy and only is down to his last Axie standing right there. So it was a pretty dominant early to mid rounds,
My second
assuming.
what we saw was 1v1, right? There was no plant anymore in the mid line.
No, it was a visual bug because
Oh,
the Spiky Wing double Night Steel went on the invisible plant. The
So yep, I think David there got trouble for card management, because if I'm not mistaken, he only had 3 cards left facing 2 axes from Obi. So yep, compared to Obi, he has his hair dagger to draw more cards, especially in the later rounds. So that helped him a lot.
Yeah,
And yep.
that Dawn finding great value so far on this matchup.
But don't
I
worry,
know.
for those fans of ISA, they're still kicking here in our lower bracket, because we're just waiting for whether YGG Esports, Wolfgang Official, SPG or Sapegato, and Gasol Gaming Guild from losers round 2. So they're gonna still play, and ISA is still has a chance to win this tournament.
Yes, sir. So we're just going to wait for, or we're going to watch the lower brackets later on. We will see on whoever from the 4 guilds left advances and faces ISA on the lower bracket finals, and whoever wins that will get a chance to battle it out with Blooms on the grand finals. But for now, I think we're going for a restart, guys.
Oh.
So let's go on a short break, and hopefully the stream will be fixed after this. Thank you for your patience, everyone.
Hope
Just
for the
chill,
best.
relax. We will be right back. Well,
Some
60,
win!
60 FPS. 60 FPS later.